Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 3 in this best of 3. We are all tied up 1 game apiece here on Ancient Isle 2. And what are we going to have in store for us? Infi has spawned as the blue human player on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Elegant has spawned as the pink night elf on the top left. This is going to be the final game in this best of 3 series. Obviously all tied up at 1 game apiece, as we are now looking at an Ancient of War being built down over here. Now, during the early stages of the game here, there's not really much going on. Both of these players are just setting up their early game, and up until the 2-minute mark, there really isn't a lot to be had or a lot to show. You can see Altar of Kings now being placed down. We are most likely going to have an Archmage versus a Night Elf matchup, and it's really going to come down to who catches the other player off guard the most. I don't know if you quite caught that in the previous games, but whoever caught the other player off guard the most, or was able to just do more damage, obviously did come out as the victor. That is going to continue to be the case here, as that Demon Hunter is going to continue to try to mana burn and minimize the effectiveness of that Archmage creeping. Now, we have seen that it is going to be caster mortar teams, and this has become the standard playstyle for human players against Night Elf ever since people realized that Riflemen versus Bears was not that strong of a strategy. Now, what I am surprised about, though, is that Infi has found a lot of success, or found success in Game 2, going for that Naga Sea Witch as that second hero, even though he didn't really pressure on that early. Mountain King is generally the stronger of the two, able to stun units, able to just take them out, but it really felt like Infi was trying to end the game earlier, and that actually had a very, very big benefit. Archmage now going to come around. We're going to drop a Water Elemental right there. The peasants are chasing after the Wisp over here. The Wisp is the only unit that has normal movement speed, as the Militia are not able to catch up to it. All right, I believe, fast movement speed. Is a Wisp actually considered fast movement speed? No, average movement speed, yeah. So average movement speed there. We are going to take down the Troll Trappers. Manual health will be left behind, and the Demon Hunter is going to be doing a little bit of creeping as well. There's a second Water Elemental, Claws of Attack +6, and I'm not quite sure I agree with Infi dropping this Water Elemental here, as it's not going to be able to get to this location with that much of a time life. You can see the Footman now trying to chase after this one very, very low hit point Wisp. That Wisp is now down to 31 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? The Demon Hunter is now there as well, as the Archmage launches a Fireball against that one Archer. So far, this one Water Elemental has not done anything as of yet, and that is my concern. It is currently at half time life without really doing much except trying to engage here. We are going to look at a mana burn. Archmage now trying to run all the way to the back there, and is purposely engaging from behind the lines. There is now level 2 on that Demon Hunter, level 2 on that Archmage. Water Elemental now going to be dropped there, as the poison is now back around. Immolation Aura now teched by an Elegant. An Elegant coming in with Immolation Aura, trying to take down some of these peasants. However, you cannot surround a Demon Hunter with a whole bunch of low hit point units. What is going on there? Who got the item? Archmage looks like he got the item, Ring of Regeneration, as the Demon Hunter is rather low on mana, and I don't really think he really wanted to get that. All right, take a look at it. All right, it looks as though, yes, a Troll Shadow Priest will get taken down, but does give a little bit of experience, as Infi doing perhaps a little bit of talking right there. Perhaps there was a lag spike right at that moment, and the Demon Hunter is now perhaps a bit worse for wear. Footman now coming around the corner, takes a little bit of damage from those Archers. Archers able to hit a moving target. Even if that Footman decided to stop, those Archers' missile would have magically found their way, as this one poor peasant tries to make his way through. Unable to there. The Demon Hunter may get surrounded here once again. And what is this? Once more, Infi does not have Dust of Appearance, and that is going to come back to haunt him. All right, Demon Hunter going after the peasants off over here. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Yes, we will. Peasants have made their way over. It looks as though this town hall will be completed. There goes the Scroll of Town Portal, as the Archmage now looking to creep out even further. This 3-1 creep camp, and then perhaps even making its way over to this creep camp here. Level 3 on the Archmage would be very, very helpful right now. He is just going to be a bit shy, as a Tome of Strength will be left behind here. And that Archmage, trying to get to the Tome of Strength, actually gets choked up a bit as the Demon Hunter now comes back in. Demon Hunter with those boots of speed, able to come back around. Demon Hunter trying to go after that low hit point peasant. However, the footmen quickly take its place, and now we are going to finish up one arcane tower there. Rather difficult to take down. And what are these units going to be doing next? Alright, Demon Hunter now looking to back off. Archmage still sitting at level 3, has plenty of regeneration. Mana Burn onto that Demon Hunter is sitting at level 2. Mana Burn, level 3. Demon Hunter picks up a Circlet of Nobility, a very nice item for that Demon Hunter to deal more damage. Alright, off to the north here, you can see the Infi now trying to creep out this particular creep camp. The Red Drake is up in the air. Troll Berserker has been brought into play as well to try and take down this Red Drake. The Archmage should perhaps not be taking this damage. The Water Elemental would perhaps be the better target. No, maybe the Archmage is the good target here, since it does have a Ring of Regeneration. It is healing rather quickly, as we are now going to go into Rune Bracers. Not necessarily the best item for an Archmage, as there is no direct nuking coming in from that Demon Hunter or that Pandarin Brewmaster. Water Elementals now drop. We could be seeing a Breath of Fire there, hitting across a couple of units. There's a Mana Burn now. Archmage pretty much out of mana, as we can see the Murlocs and that Nightcrawler just spreading that poison across multiple units. Archers getting in some free shots, and this could be bad as a second Mana Burn hits down the Troll Shadow Priest. Alright, Water Elemental, is it going to get timed life death? Yes, it will. And the Arcane Vault is here. We are going to be using a Scroll of Regeneration rather quickly. You can see that that Water Elemental taking a lot of damage now, needs to back off. The Panda trying to get a Breath of Fire does get one, as the Archmage gets mana burned again. However, the Water Elemental did survive, not giving any extra experience whatsoever, hiding in the backfield. Demon Hunter now trying to engage here. Has to be extremely careful. Only one way in, one way out for these units, and that Footman is just going to be holding position there, making sure that none of those units on the inside are really in any serious danger. Double Arcane Towers. It looks as though a second Scroll of Regeneration was used. And now all of those units are backing off here. Infi really abusing the fact that he has this this gold mine here, being able to buy up a lot of items, and now looking to perhaps do a little bit more creeping. This is not looking good still. Elegant trying to engage, and that Demon Hunter still dancing around. We are only about a third of the way to tier 2, and this Demon Hunter Panda is not using its time very well at all. Ancient of War may get taken down here. No, needs to eat another tree. The Forest Troll Berserker will get taken down here in just a moment. There it goes, as the Demon Hunter now making its way off here. Archmage picks up a Goblin Zeppelin and now is going to be able to escape. The Demon Hunter now trying to run away. What's going to be happening next, as that is a whole bunch of poison damage. That Forest Troll Warlord engaging here as well, and we could be landing straight up inside this base here in just a moment. This could be bad news. You can see 2 low hit point wisp there. Goblin Shredder has been dropped inside this base. It looks as though another wisp will get taken down. Ancient of Lore could get taken down as well here, as we are now looking at what the Zeppelin picking up some easy units and now trying to fly away. I don't believe the Archmage leveled. Conjurus Rex, no, I don't believe he leveled, as the Dryads are still off over here. We are getting up that Blacksmith now, and now perhaps going into our workshop. So far, the engagement's looking pretty good. Footman does have Defend, is going to start reflecting back some of that damage back onto those archers and to those Dryads as well. You can see the animation when it does have a reflected arrow. Yes, there you can see the Dryad does have poison on her because of that reflected attack. Meanwhile, back over here, Mana Burn, alright, trying to repair. The Goblin Shredder trying to get in some engagements. However, this is going to be very bad position for that Goblin Shredder. However, we do see a surround onto that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter now in a bit of trouble, still stuck, and this is a huge surround there. Level 4 now on the Archmage, as the Footmen are now going after the Goblin Shredder. This is a complete turnaround. And it may be the reverse all kill after being down, losing game 1, coming back into game 2. However, the Pandas and the Bears are now putting pressure here onto the Blacksmith. Peasants should be repairing the Blacksmith. It is necessary as well. It does have 5 or 6 armor right now, as we are looking at The entangled gold mine finally getting taken down. And what is going to be happening next? Oh, the Goblin Shredder is going to get taken out by next blow. Yes, that Ancient of Lore does get the kill. And now the bear is pretty much free to wander around here. No real healing happening. And there goes another death by another unit there. Come on, Water Elemental, turn around and get that shot. There you go. Getting another bear. That Archmage about to hit level, or getting very, very close to level 5. As we now see Massive Repairing Roar now coming in as well. Breath of Fire taking out a whole bunch of peasants who are just trying to repair the blacksmith. And so far, even if Elegant is able to take down this blacksmith, what has he really gotten himself into? As there's no way he can really get pressured here. You can see that the workshop has already... No workshops were started. With no workshop started, that was actually a very, very bad blow. And now Elegant is currently unable to harvest any gold from the gold mine, trying to entangle this gold mine now. But you can see how fast that gold mine gets taken down by the Water Elemental. And now, oh, where is the Goblin Zeppelin? Off to the north there. There's some Abolish Magic. Very, very fast acting Abolish Magic to take that down. And now we may see that Zeppelin hitch a ride out of there on the Express. Panda may try to go for a Breath of Fire here. Is he going to get a Breath of Fire off? Yes, he does. But the Goblin Zeppelin with 164 hit points is able to escape. Rebuilding that blacksmith, very, very important. No workshop, so Infi now going into double Arcane Sanctum. That was a bit of a surprise, and give me one moment. Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and continue this game off over here. Gonna unpause it as we're now looking at the Archmage trying to get away, but the Dryad is doing some beautiful path blocking as the Archmage now gets slow poisoned as well. You can see there is the Mountain King now out on the field, has Clarity Potions, has Scrolls of Regeneration, as we're looking at a Goblin Zeppelin still causing problems. That Zeppelin down to 19 hit points will be able to escape with no problem there. Archmage regenerating those hit points very, very quickly, very easily. Clarity Potion was not given to the Archmage for some strange reason. That Mountain King going to have plenty to work with as he's now attempting to take down this red creep camp. With only a Mountain King, an Archmage, a Priest, and a Water Elemental. Alright, looks as though the Nightcrawler is going to fall here. The Mountain King could try to go after these units again. The Water Elemental is getting focused down rather quickly. A second Water Elemental has been dropped back down as well. Forest Troll Warlord getting focused down here. The Mountain King needs to use some Clarity Potions in order to stay alive. Or stay up on mana in the upcoming fights. Alright, it looks as though the Mountain King is not going to be getting up to level 2 after clearing out the Troll Berserkers. You can see that Mountain King is just absorbing a bit of damage, and now Sorceress are being added there. Alright, Tome of Intelligence, Clarity Potion now being used finally, getting up to 107 mana. Demon Hunter now takes a look over here as the Mountain King just finishes off this creep camp. Scroll of Town Portal used just in time. As you can see, Breath of Fire to take down one of those Sorceresses. That Mountain King, however, getting off a Stormbolt onto a Druid of the Claw in Druid form. Very important to get it in Druid form, as it does translate better. 100 hit points off of a 580 hit point unit as opposed to 100 hit points off of a 950 or 960 hit point unit. Breath of Fire comes in there. Dryads now trying to clear out this orange creep camp. Meanwhile, off to the north, there is an Ancient of War rooted. Not quite sure what it's doing right there, except for just absolutely taunting. And now that Mountain King is going to try and engage as well. Mountain King, not the one taking damage. Sorceress slowly doing some of their attacks as well, as the Ancient of War will be falling. So far, workshops now being added. Infi also having riflemen to help try to counteract those Dryads, but really will need mortar teams to try to counteract the Dryads and make sure they don't take additional damage by the bears. Staff of Preservation sending back, as we do have a Belt of Giant Strength on the Pandarin Brewmaster. Pandarin Brewmaster very, very tanky at this point, already sitting at 965 hit points. That will bring it up to 1025. Tome of Knowledge, 1150 before it even gets to level 5. So level 5, you may have a 1200 hit point Pandarin Brewmaster. That Demon Hunter has to, I guess, tip its hat to the Pandarin, or the Panda, as the Panda is going to be even stronger here as the Panda now makes its way over. Coming back around, we can see Archmage, Mountain King, Water Elementals, Riflemen, Spellbreakers all working together. Infi had that economic advantage up for quite some time, 72 over 72 compared to 45 over 50. Infi is looking very strong at this point. Rifleman to focus down Dryads, and this Panda now needs to get to level 5. It looks like it will be doing exactly that, and also picks up a Claws of Attack +6. Panda now making its way over here. What are we going to see as an engagement? The Mountain King is off over here. There's a Stormbolt, but a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used just in time. Panda is getting a bunch of Breath of Fire, but now this is turning into a really, really bad fight. Militia being brought over as well, and this is not the engagement that that Elegant was looking for. He does not want to engage against all of the Militia as well, in addition to the just size advantage. Archmage is now going to use a Scroll of Healing. There's a Wand of the Wind. What's going to be happening to this Archmage? Archmage does stay alive, and that is going to be the game. Elegant unable to overcome the economic advantage of Infi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.